At mindsets, we look at Bazi, it's really about heaven luck and therefore what is coming and how do we prepare for it. Then we can basically use the earth luck, which is Feng Shui, either at home or in your office to basically boost your luck itself. For people who are looking at what do they do if they are staying in an apartment in terms of identifying their future wealth star, or if they are intending to buy a home, what are the things they should look out for in order to make sure that they have the future wealth and relationship star around. So to do that, you can basically scan this QR code where you can get our natal flying star chart calculator. Once you get in there, you will be basically seeing this particular screen where you have the natal flying star calculator, and that's where you can choose the period of the house as well as the facing direction itself. If you are not sure how to determine the facing, you can basically watch one of my videos that I share in terms of finding a suitable home. In this particular chart itself, we are looking at an apartment that is facing west. And how do we know that? Because most of the energies are coming from the balcony, the living room windows, as well as the master as well as bedroom windows itself. So in this case, this home, it's basically a west facing home. Now, which period is it? Well, because this home or apartment is built between, or TOP in terms of majority of the families moving into the block is between March 2004 to 2024, therefore it's considered a period 8 home. So in this particular case, then we are looking at the flying star natal chart, or the basic energies of the home that has been built between the years 2004 to 2024. What happens if you don't shift out of this home and you're looking at how do I activate the future wealth number 9 star or future relationship number 9 star? In this case, we're looking at the small 9 that you are seeing either on the top left hand side or top right hand side, as you can see circled in red in this particular slide. So here we are looking at seeing where these energies are and therefore activating it when the time comes. And if I have clients who cannot wait till after March 2024 to buy their home, I will also ensure that their flying stars for the 9, whether is it a relationship 9 that is on the left hand side and health, or a wealth 9, which is the number 9 on the right hand side, as you can see in either the northeast or northwest sector of this particular apartment, is still intact. So that's how we look at in terms of activating 9 in the future. If you are basically moving into a home after March 2024 in terms of the TOP that's been projected, then the house period in terms of the basic energies will shift to that of period 9. And how do we see that? Usually you basically see that the 9 is in the center box, highlighted as shown in the slide. And most times what you will see is that the 9, whether on the left or the right hand side, will be in the center structure or center role of all the flying star charts in period 9 itself. In all the different facings, whether the home is facing a primary direction like east or north, or even if it's facing a secondary direction of northeast and southeast, most of the time the 9s will come in doubles, just like in a period 8 home. As you can see, the east flying star chart, the double 9s are in the west sector of the home. If it is a north facing house, you'll be in the north sector of the home. If it is in the southeast facing home, it's also in the front center southeast. And if it is in the northeast facing home, the back of the house, which is the southwest. Now, therefore, what does it really mean for us when we are looking at a new home or purchasing a new home in the longer term. We should therefore identify and make sure that the center front and the center back is not occupied by the kitchen, the toilet, or missing. And in this case, this is a very good example, although it's a bit of it missing, but it's at least in the facing as well as within the bedroom too and part of the living room of the home. So if this had been the kitchen or this is the service balcony, then you can't really utilize the space, then it becomes a little bit wasted. Whether you are staying in a coming new home or existing home, all we are looking at is where the basic home energy 9 mountain star or wealth star is, as well as on a yearly basis where the 9 star is and how do you utilize it. So that's from a period 9 flying star perspective.